G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum on episode 291. Hope you guys are doing well today. Just before I do anything else, I should verbalize this to myself so that I don't forget, but it is someone's birthday today. I think it might be Milburn's birthday, so we need to make sure that we go and pay him a visit and give him a present. I'm not entirely sure what he likes, actually. Let me just quickly check on that for 1 second, guys, before we continue here. Let's see, Milburn, we've got high quality cheese. Okay, he's a fancy person, he is. So, 2 blue, I chopped down a tree. I mean, I did it. Me. Anyway, I made some gumwood planks. I thought you would have a better use for them. From Erwin. Cool. We'll take that. We'll collect everything else as well, and yeah, we'll put down all of these traps once more. Speaking of these traps, guys, so someone had left a comment about some kind of a drop-off point trick where you can essentially automate the animal drop-off process. So instead of having to sort of deliver all of the cages with the captured animals in it, you set things up in a way where the animals will literally just like deliver or get delivered on their own. So I am kind of curious, actually, so we might actually look at setting things up a little bit differently for the animal capturing and collecting. But aside from that, I think in this episode we are going to focus on fixing up the large farm. I did mention that we want to change things up so that we don't have to take away the fence every time we want to move the tractor in. So there's going to be a little bit of work to be done on that front to try and figure out how we can actually park the tractor within the fencing or fenced off area. So we'll get to that in a moment as well. We've don't really have a lot of space to work with here, apparently. So that's a bit of a problem. I think maybe we should just go into town and fix that problem up first and then come back and continue on with the day that way. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the winter days in this game, guys, because yes, it looks different, but I don't know, it just kind of looks a little bit dull. You know, a little bit too foggy, and things are just not as colorful. So yeah, it just feels a little bit drab. And originally I was hoping to take a picture of the overlook that we've created, but now I don't really feel like doing that because it doesn't really look that nice right now, at least. I think while we're here, let's just do a few things while we can. Alright, and let's jump back onto the bike and go back and complete our work at the farm. There is the kale that we need to harvest. Now, I am hoping that we can buy some carrot seeds today. Those bloody carrot seeds have been elusive for a while now, and as soon as I get the chance, I think I'm just gonna buy like a whole ton of carrot seeds. I think they're a little bit expensive though, so just need to be a little bit careful, but once we've got a ton, hopefully we'll not have any problems with our carrot crops any longer. Let's grab the scythe and see if we can harvest our kale a little bit quicker that way. Yeah, it turns out using a scythe is probably not the best thing for real-life kale, apparently. I think one of you guys are, you know, have a bit of a farm going at your property in real life, and yeah, you advised against using the scythe for the kale. So, note taken. Although I have complete confidence in saying this that I don't think I will grow my own kale anytime soon. But, you know, just in case for any of you other viewers out there who might be thinking of growing their own kale. Anyway, let us do some of the other work that we need to get done around these parts. We do need to feed some of our animals as well. Mustn't forget about that. Okay. Good stuff. And we might as well harvest these quandongs and use them immediately. Ooh, plenty of poos everywhere. Speaking of, not entirely sure if we've gotten the any of the fertilizer going, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Just looking for good old Spike. He likes to go walkabout, doesn't he? He's definitely an explorer doggo. Let's just hope that he doesn't really get into trouble. Let's actually take him with us for a little bit. And then we'll drop him off over this side. Cool. Now, while we're sort of finishing off everything in the farm right now, guys, just wanted to say a very quick thank you to all of you guys who have left me really good wishes to try and get well. I really do appreciate it. Very nice to have a very supporting and loving community. Really makes my day every day that I sort of come here, check on the channel, and look at all the comments. So thank you so much for all those well wishes, guys. In terms of whether or not I have fully recovered, I would say maybe 80% there, but I've got this sort of lingering cold, if you will, which is a little bit annoying. I'm just trying to remember where I've left the bike. Ah yes, I think the bike is just over there. Before we go and grab the bike, let me just get the fertilizer going. But yeah, just a very lingery cold, this one, guys, so I probably do still sound slightly nasally, and it's just refusing to go away. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, almost, and yeah, it is very frustrating, not gonna lie. I'm over it. I've had, you know, days where I have slept, you know, an additional 3 to 4 hours each day to try and just get my energy back up, but yeah, apparently that's not enough. And yeah, I've tried all sorts of things, whether or not it's, you know, having cough drops, lemon and honey tea, ginger and honey tea, but I still have not recovered. Extremely frustrating. I should have put that away. That's alright. You know, I should be maybe processing some of our jellies here. I could be doing that, but anyway. I'm not too fussed about not having a lot of jelly brews. I forget what the jelly brews do for us. Okay, so it gives us a fishing buff. I don't know what the X mark is in terms of buffs, so yeah, not 100% sure. If you guys know what that means, let me know. because that's not entirely clear to me. Wool, we can process the wool. Alright, good-o. So, let's actually prepare to go see Milburn, because it is his birthday, so let's celebrate by giving him some cheese. Actually, before we do that, let's just quickly check in here. Finally! The bloody carrots that we've been waiting for. Alright, let's buy all of them. Yeah, look at how expensive these are. But you know what? I've got tons of money right now. I'm not playing around. So, let's buy something like 400 or something. That's gonna last us for quite a while. At least for the rest of the winter, I think that might last us, hopefully. But anyway, let's go see Milburn, and let's see what he thinks about this high-quality cheese. Welcome to the Wuyan Bank. What do you need? Let's chat, mate. Oh, what do you want to chat about? Happy birthday, Milburn. Oh, I can't believe you remembered my birthday. You really didn't need to get me a gift, Blue. Take this. A high-quality cheese. Oh, high-quality cheese, or high-quality cheeses are my favorite. Thank you so much. Nice. Cool, so hopefully that improved our relationship quite a lot. Yep, definitely. Let's chat. Let's see if he needs anything done for the day. Okay, he doesn't apparently. So maybe because we've given him like a high quality cheese and he's happy as it is. So should we deposit some money in here? I guess so, because you know, it's probably not really the most comfortable thing to be carrying around 500 or so or 600,000 or so dink. So let's maybe just put away 500k. That should be enough. And speaking of all of our dinks, we may as well spend a little bit of our dinks right now. So we'll get that, and yeah, maybe we'll go to John's. We'll see if we can get a mine pass. Actually, sorry, didn't mean to speak to him directly. Oh, that's a mine pass. A one-time pass to use a mine elevator. That'll be 25,000. Sure, let's take it. Righto. So, we bought all the things. Now that we've got all the carrot seeds that we ever need for the current season, I think we should go back and actually get some carrots growing in our farm for once. Not before just chucking a few things away. Just want to also check in on our tasks here. Okay, so we've got a couple of days for the Alpha Jackaroo, so that's probably going to be pretty easy to do, so that's fine. Let's check the calendar once more. It's going to be Melvin's birthday sometime very soon, so I'm just going to have to keep that in mind. I'll keep checking in on the calendar, just so that we don't forget. I think we're done here, so let's jump back onto the bike. Let's go home, and let's deal with the farm. And yeah, we're going to be dealing with a couple of farms, right? The personal farm for the carrots, and then we're going to be dealing with the large farm and just making sure that the large farm is looked after. With any luck, we might actually have like some sugarcane harvest as well. So we've got carrots growing over here already. Should I wait for these carrots to be ready, or should I just start growing these carrots now? I'm inclined to just start growing the carrots now because we're almost in the middle of the month already, so I feel like we've sort of wasted quite a lot of time not growing carrots, so we should actually get to carrot growing. So let's do it. Alright. So let's quickly process the soil right now, and chuck a little bit of water, and whoops. There we go, finally, some carrots. Alright, next up, we do need to plan for the large farm. In hindsight, I should have actually grabbed some of our gumwood and some of our spinifex as well. So I might use the heli, quickly make our way back to the workshop. Sorry, I just spotted a valuable wombat poo there, right in the middle of the pond. So I just want to grab that, make sure that we bring that with us. And I know that I said I didn't want to harvest these, but considering we're probably not going to take a picture of the overlook right now, we may as well gather these and we'll wait for them to bloom again, you know, before taking a picture of this place. This is pretty precarious work right here, just harvesting all these things on the edge of this cliff. That's alright, we know what we're doing. We're professionals. Alright. Ooh, got a carrot over here. So I'm gonna have to replant this carrot. Alright, maybe what I'll do is actually, I'll leave that carrot, that's fine. That carrot can just sit there until the rest of his carrot brethren are ready to be harvested. Alright, so let's just come back here to storage. Let's put a few things away. May as well. Let's grab resins. Do we not have resins here? Okay. Resins are hidden away slightly. We don't really have a lot of spinifex tufts. One piece of advice someone gave me was to start planting some spinifex tuft near the doggo pond. That way we've got a close source of spinifex, which looks nice in that biome, and I agree, so maybe I'll just bring these and plant a couple nearby. We've got some resins, and obviously we do need the gum logs. I don't know how many fences we might need, but maybe I'll just start with, I don't know, maybe 3 batches for now. Let's see how we go. You know what, guys? I've also just completely forgot. This is a thought that I've had for a while, but one thing that I've been failing to do quite consistently is planning where to put those jacaranda trees. So we've got one jacaranda tree growing in the middle of town, which is gonna need, it's gonna look really, really nice in the next season, once everything blooms, but one jacaranda tree is obviously not enough, right? So we're gonna need to decide where to put more jacaranda trees, and I was sort of thinking maybe it might not be a bad idea to have, you know, a few jacaranda trees dotted around the farm. And I keep thinking about that to myself since, you know, many, many episodes ago, and I still haven't gotten around to doing it. So I really, really need to actually do that. So one of these days I'm gonna get it done. Alright, so my thought process, guys, is we'll have the tractor parking area around here. So we're gonna have to do quite a lot of work, starting with maybe getting rid of some of these trees. Nice beehive there. Let's just chuck the beehive on the heli for the time being. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll transfer some of this soil over this way. Now, I could be printing the soil, but I don't want to use the printer just yet because I feel like we could run out of charge if we just used the printer exclusively. So that's why I'm sort of doing things the long way here. And yeah, ideally I would like this project to be, you know, done and dusted pretty quickly, so we don't have to worry too much. Another thought that I've just had, guys, is perhaps maybe we need a little bit of lighting around here as well. You know, just to light up the area as it gets dark, because, I mean, time and time again, we have actually come back here, you know, after dark, so it could be a good idea. Let me just make it symmetrical here. So 4 tiles in, I think, or the 4th tile in. So 1 more over here. Cool. We could possibly put 1 in the middle, but I think maybe a couple to begin with is fine. Maybe we can do some lamps, you know, on the outside. Or I wonder if we should change this to like our copper lamps, because we've not really made a lot of copper lamps, and maybe that might look a little bit better. The reason why I say that is because we always use these types of street lamps around intersections, and yeah, these are not exactly intersections. So yeah, maybe I can switch them a little bit later, and we'll bring some copper lamps instead. This is probably where the wheelbarrow would have come in handy, but you know, I'm just really, really good at planning stuff. So that's why we do things the long way round. Yeah, again, apologize guys, I feel like I'm getting really, really congested once more. So I do say that I'm feeling about 80% there, but you know, every time I wake up and I feel like really, really good in the morning, it sort of gradually deteriorates throughout the day after I've had a lot of meetings and after I've had like a lot of conversations with people. So yeah, don't know what's going on, but hopefully it'll be over soon. Now, I think it's time to use the dirt printer. So I don't think I'll extend things like too much. I just want to be able to sort of fit the tractor in, but also I want there to be enough space for the tractor's turning arc, if that makes sense, because it does have a very wide turning arc. One other thing that we need to do is also you know, consider, I guess, making sure that we have the tractor in here before we actually fence the entire area off. So there's that. And a lot of you guys are also suggesting perhaps maybe to remove the fencing that separates the 2 fields. That's an idea, although I do like the idea of having them sort of completely blocked off though from each other. So I won't do that just yet, just saying, but could be something that we do in the future. Okay, are we happy with this amount of space? I think we are. We just need to sort of figure out how we're gonna get the tractor in. I suppose maybe we just drive it all the way out here. Might need to get rid of a few more trees. And yeah, let's start planning on laying down some more of these fences. I didn't consider this side though. Forgot about that. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Let's get rid of the tree. Okay, that looks decent. I think it's time to just move the tractor first though, and then once we sort of figure out where the tractor is going, we can then fence things right off. Okay, so with the tractor now in, we should now be able to just remove some of these fences here. And over this side as well. And we'll completely block everything off from here. Cool. Alright. Happy with that. Maybe I'll just get rid of those two fences there. We've got 10 spare fences now. But yeah, so this should alleviate our issue of being able to sort of harvest things quickly and not having to sort of take down the fences every single time. And also gives us a little bit more of a turning arc to work with to sort of maneuver the tractor. So let's actually do some of our harvesting right now. And we also do need to get some more of the wheat back in, right? So let's do it. Beautiful. Alright. Done and done. We do need to come back though and put in some more wheat. So yeah, we're going to have to sort of think about doing that. Now, in terms of the ground here, I'm not entirely sure what we should do just yet. Like, should I have maybe some kind of I don't know. Like, we could go with asphalt or maybe cobblestone or even brick paths or something like that here, potentially, to sort of keep the tractor parked. I guess it's not really something that we have to think about right away. Might be nice to just put a little bit of extra grass in between here. Maybe grass out here as well, because it does seem a little bit barren. Okay, good stuff. Now, other thing we should address is all the trees that we just took down. So let's actually get some of these trees back in. We could have trees going in the middle right here between the two farms. I like that idea, but although I was also thinking about maybe doing that with some jacaranda trees as well. So it might look nice to have maybe 1 or 2 jacaranda trees in the area. But anyway, these gum trees should look quite nice. Alright, good stuff. Let's go back to the farm first, and we'll pick up our wheat seeds. And you know what? One other thing that was suggested in terms of the large farm was to actually have some storage there as well. And that might not be a bad idea, so we can basically just keep our sugarcane and wheat seeds in storage over that side. So I can't remember where we're keeping our spare chests, but I think maybe if we grab like 1 or 2, that might not be bad. Maybe just 1 actually, because you know, that way we won't get confused. I have a feeling we've got some spare chests sitting in front of the mine shaft, so let's just investigate. Right, let's grab our beehive. I'm just gonna leave our beehive in front of John's, just so that we know that there's something that we need to sell to him. Yeah, I feel like the townspeople wouldn't really appreciate us leaving a massive beehive in front of the, you know, in the center of town. I'm not entirely sure how people feel about that, but anyway. While we're here, let's drop off some more wheat. Why not? And let's see if we can get that chest. Yep, 1 chest. And I'm just trying to remember what else we're needing to do here. Ah, yes, that's right. The idea of putting in some different types of lighting here. So copper light bulbs, or copper light bulb lamps instead of the street lamps that we currently have there. I think this is probably a good idea. So let's craft, I think we just need, what, a couple? Or do we want to maybe light up the sides as well? I think maybe light up the sides as well, to be honest. Okay, goodness me, we don't really have a lot of copper bars, do we? So let's get some copper bars going. Probably chuck these in here as well. And let me see, we do need these, and we need some quartz as well. We'll just get a few more on the go, why not? Okay, so light bulbs or copper light bulb lamps coming right up. Cool. And let's just put a few things away here while we can. Goes back there. Alright. And I think once we're sort of done with placing the crops back in and the lamps, I think we're going to be done for the day, guys. Not a bad day, if you ask me. I sort of had a goal since the previous episode of, you know, getting all of this stuff done. And we sort of talked about it when we started the episode. And here we are, completing everything that we said that we were going to do, which is good. Let's just make sure we get this in. Alright, let's go. One other thing that I'm sort of thinking about, aside from maybe putting some kind of pathways down for the tractor, is to also perhaps maybe get a helipad going within the space here, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Well, we could potentially design a helipad that sits like outside this entire area. We'll see. Yeah, because I feel like I've thought about a helipad, you know, for a very long time. I remember asking you guys about helipads, and I don't really get too many responses on the helipad, but I think most people are probably just content on the parking bay that we've got set up for the motorbike, and we're sort of just using that as a makeshift helipad. But I figure maybe for the farm we can have an actual helipad designed specifically for the helicopter. Might be cool. But anyway, let's replace these lamps. So we'll get these interesting looking ones in place instead. And as I said, we'll probably just replicate that on the other side, just to give us a little bit more lighting in this area. And we'll do the same on the other side. And our large commercial farm is looking really nice. Do we have anything to eat? Not really. Let's consume some of our wheat. Alright. Almost forgot, but we do have a chest to place down. Let's actually do that right now. And for the moment, I'm just going to keep it here. I don't really have any thought process on where I want to keep the chest for now, but that seems like a decent place as any, for the time being, that is, until we sort of improve this place a little bit more. Might get some furnishings and stuff like that going on in that space, benches or tables and stuff like that, but I'm just not entirely sure what just yet. Alright guys, well, I would say that this has been a pretty productive episode. Not a lot of keys involved though, so that's a little bit disappointing, yes, but we can search for keys in the next episode, or the next one after that as well. But yeah, it was Milburn's birthday. It was exciting. I'm happy about that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.